Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the ocean roaring below, the wind pushing against your body as if daring you to take a step forward. Your heart pounds, your palms sweat. This is the raw, visceral sensation of risk. It's terrifying. It's exhilarating. And in this moment, you are alive in a way that is both primal and profound. But here's the real question. Do you step forward or do you step back? Every decision in life carries a risk, some calculated, others reckless, some necessary, others avoidable. But have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive in high-stakes situations while others freeze at the mere thought of uncertainty? What separates a daring entrepreneur from a bankrupt gambler? A life-saving surgeon from a reckless thrill-seeker? And more importantly, how do you navigate the risks in your own life? Do you embrace them, fear them, or simply avoid them altogether? Richard Harris's The Art of Risk isn't just about danger or high-risk professions. It's about understanding the very fabric of human decision-making under uncertainty. It's about peeling back the layers of fear, excitement, and rationality to uncover the science and psychology behind why we take risks, when we should trust our instincts, and when hesitation might just save our lives. Through gripping real-life stories, adventurers, emergency responders, doctors, and gamblers, Harris explores the delicate dance between courage and caution, and what it truly means to take a risk that is worth taking. Think about a time when you stood at a crossroads in life. Maybe it was a career decision, a relationship, an investment, or a dream you wanted to chase. There was a choice before you. One path felt safe, predictable, but perhaps unfulfilling. The other was uncertain, full of unknowns, and carried the potential for both great reward and devastating failure. How did you decide? Or did you let fear make the decision for you? Harris reveals that risk-taking isn't about recklessness. It's about understanding how to weigh the potential losses against the possible gains. He delves into the neuroscience of decision-making, showing that risk is not just an external reality, but an internal process shaped by experience, personality, and even biology. Some people are naturally wired to seek out risk, the entrepreneurs, the explorers, the extreme athletes, while others are more inclined to play it safe, preferring security over adventure. But what if risk-taking wasn't just an inherent trait, but a skill? What if it could be trained, honed, and mastered? Take the example of elite mountain climbers, people who willingly put themselves in life-or-death situations. From the outside, they may seem reckless, but Harris shows that the best climbers aren't daredevils, they are meticulous planners. They assess conditions, prepare for contingencies, and make calculated decisions based on experience and training. The best risk-takers aren't fearless. They respect the dangers but refuse to be paralyzed by them. Now let's bring this idea closer to home. Maybe you're considering quitting your stable job to start your own business. It's a risk, no doubt. But is it reckless? Or is it calculated? Have you done the research? Do you have a financial cushion? Have you built the necessary skills? Harris emphasizes that risk isn't about blind leaps of faith. It's about making the most informed leap possible. But risk also has an emotional dimension. Fear plays a powerful role in our decision-making. Our brains are wired to overestimate danger and underestimate our ability to handle uncertainty. Harris discusses fascinating studies on how fear distorts our perception of risk. Why people are more afraid of flying than driving, even though statistically cars are far deadlier. Or why we fear public speaking more than actual physical danger. It turns out that our perception of risk is often irrational, shaped more by emotion than logic. This is where the art of risk truly comes into play. Harris argues that learning to manage fear is just as important as analyzing probabilities. The most successful risk-takers aren't those who avoid fear, they understand it. They learn to differentiate between rational caution and irrational anxiety. They ask themselves, is this fear telling me something real, or is it just my brain overreacting? Think about the last time fear held you back. A relationship you didn't pursue, an opportunity you let slip by, a goal you abandoned because it seemed too risky. What if your perception of the risk was distorted? What if the real danger wasn't failure, but regret? The book also explores the role of intuition in risk-taking. We often hear advice like, trust your gut, but is intuition really reliable? Harris presents cases where gut instinct has saved lives. Firefighters who sensed something was wrong moments before a building collapsed, pilots who made split-second decisions that prevented disasters. But he also highlights the times when intuition leads people astray. Investors who follow their hunches into financial ruin, gamblers who chase losses based on a feeling. So how do you know when to trust your instincts and when to override them? The answer, Harris suggests, lies in experience. Intuition isn't magic. It's a form of subconscious pattern recognition. The more experience you have in a given area, the more reliable your intuition becomes. A seasoned firefighter's gut feeling about a burning building is far more trustworthy than a novice's. Similarly, if you've spent years mastering a craft, your instincts in that field are likely sharp. But if you're venturing into unknown territory, blind trust and intuition can be dangerous. And then there's the question of how much risk is too much. Harris examines the concept of risk tolerance, the level of uncertainty and potential loss an individual is willing to accept. Some thrive on high-stakes situations, while others crumble under pressure. But what's interesting is that risk tolerance isn't fixed. It can be expanded. By gradually exposing ourselves to calculated risks, we build confidence and resilience. The key is to start small, push just slightly beyond your comfort zone, again and again, until what once seemed terrifying becomes manageable. So, where does this leave us? Ultimately, the art of risk teaches us that life itself is a series of calculated gambles. There is no success without uncertainty. There is no progress without stepping into the unknown. The people who achieve great things in life aren't the ones who avoid risk. They are the ones who understand it, embrace it, and wield it like an artist. As you reflect on your own life, ask yourself, what risks have I been avoiding? What dreams have I shelved because they seem too uncertain? What if I could develop the mindset, the skills, and the resilience to take smarter risks? Because in the end, the greatest risk of all is not taking any. If you like this summary, consider subscribing to our channel. Your support gives us the motivation to keep creating more engaging content.